With her eyes, with her smile, with her belt, with her hands, with her money. I am the thesis of her prayers. Her nieces and her nephews are just pieces of the layers. Only one she loves as much as me is Jesus Christ and Taylor. I got a feature song.
Hi guys, welcome back to Sheena's Juju. Today I'm doing kind of a different kind of video. I grew up in a Jamaican household. My parents are Jamaican. Basically my whole family is Jamaican. And what I realized growing up is that there are certain things that go from house to house in a Jamaican household. Certain things are just the same whichever Jamaican household you go to. So I thought I would do a little video on that and kind of share some of my culture with you. Anyone watching this that's Jamaican or from any Caribbean island, you probably will be able to relate to this a lot. Even if you're not Jamaican, I'm sure there's traditions in your family that you've noticed that go from, house to house to house as well. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. So let's get started. So the first thing I noticed growing up is that no matter what the function is, it could be a wedding, could be a christening, could be a funeral, whatever the function is, there's gonna be that one auntie or uncle that has to say the prayer over the food before you eat. And it's always the same person. Don't try and ask like some random cousin or some other random auntie and uncle to say the prayer over the meal, because feelings will be hurt and it will be talked about for years to come how auntie so-and-so didn't say the prayer over the food at so-and-so's wedding and this other person did and it was all wrong. And also the prayer is going to be long, so just be prepared that if you're hungry, your stomach's going to be rumbling, the prayer is going to be long because they're going to thank each and every person. It's just going to be a long prayer. So yeah, just be prepared for that. Also, at this function, whatever function you're at, there is going to be what we call a black cake. Black cake is basically fruits in like a dark cake mixture, and guarantee that cake is gonna be like 90% rum and 10% cake. I promise you, you will get tipsy, if not drunk, just from one piece of that cake. We soak the fruit in the rum for weeks. It's just sitting in rum. And then the fruits plus the rum, the liquid, gets put into the cake batter and baked. So yeah, that cake is like 90% rum. And that's why we only cut like little pieces. Because if you have a big piece, that's it. You don't need no more drinks for the night. You're done. You're gone. So growing up, whenever, I was bad or getting on my mom and dad's nerves, or they just wanted me out of their face, the number one thing they would tell me to do was go to my room and read a book. Every time. Like, how many books do you think I have? I have probably like 5, 6 books. I've read them all twice already. I want to do something else. Guaranteed they're going to tell me, go to your room and read a book. Or if I'm watching TV for too long, or I'm playing games for too long, or I'm outside for too long, I must come inside and get my book and read it. Please tell me if you relate. Please, in the comments below, let me know. I only had so many books. Like, what else was I supposed to read? I think that's why, as a young girl, I started reading the newspaper because I just ran out of books to read. And adding on to that, if I really was in trouble, like I did something really bad, every Jamaican household knows this is how it goes. Whatever room you're in, there's gonna be an object you can be whooped with. If you're in the kitchen, you might get whooped with that spoon. If you're in the living room, it might be a slipper. If you're in the bedroom, it might be a shoe. I'm gonna say this, nobody calls CPS, but it could be a belt too. Like, whatever room you were in, look around you, because the objects in that room are liable to end up upside your head. Please believe me. So this next thing, every Jamaican household has. If you don't have this in your household as a Jamaican, I don't know what to say. But every household has a Dutch pot. It's either called a Dutch pot or a Dutchie, whichever one you want to say. You can cook any and everything in a Dutch pot. You can cook brown stew chicken, curry chicken, ackee and saltfish, some cabbage and bacon. You can fry dumpling in a Dutchie. You can put anything in a Dutch pot, and you obviously you clean it, you wash it. But it's kind of like a cast iron pan where you kind of want it to be seasoned. That's a Dutch pot. Most Dutch pots also are probably older than you. Literally, they probably took it with them from Jamaica, had it in the house. You were born, they probably cooked the fried dumplings in when people come to visit you when you was a baby. And then that Dutch pot has been in the family for a good 20 years. When I was moving to the States, the first thing I asked my mom was, 1, I need you to teach me how to cook some food. And 2, please can you get me a Dutch pot? There was no way I was coming to get married into another Jamaican family and not have a Dutch pot. They probably would have sent me back home. They would have sent me back to England. The next thing is that you probably would have noticed there is a home remedy for every type of sickness you can think of. Jamaicans are not really going to the doctors like that because there's a home remedy for most things that you can think of. If you got a headache, they're gonna tell you, get liquor rum. Please don't make fun of my patois, it's not that great. They're gonna tell you, get liquor rum, rub it upon your head, and then go to sleep. Everything is go to sleep. If it's not that, then they're gonna tell you to boil some bush, which is tea, most likely Sirisi tea, which tastes disgusting. And in that tea, it's gonna say put little ginger. They're gonna say put little garlic and mix it up and drink it. That's gonna solve all your problems. You got a fever, you got a cold, you got a backache, you got a headache, you got an arm ache, your little fingers hurting. They're gonna tell you to go boil some bush and drink it, and that is the remedy for everything. It's gonna solve all your problems. And the last thing that I noticed growing up in a Jamaican household is that there's always that one cabinet. And you know what I'm talking about. It's normally in the living room or the dining room. The cabinet's gonna have plates, it's gonna have cups, it might have like souvenirs from Jamaica, it's gonna have like china and silverware. Do not touch anything that's in that cabinet. If you want to keep your life, do not touch anything that's in that cabinet because everything is sacred, everything is precious like gold. Nothing gets used out of it. The plates, the cups, the silverware, everything just stays in there for years. It does not get touched, it doesn't get moved. If, as a child, if you go near it, you're gonna get told, get away from the cabinet. And then more than likely, the stuff in the cabinet is gonna get passed down through generations. I know, I have one of these cabinets in my house. I feel like an old Jamaican woman right now, but I have one of these cabinets, and the reason I have one is because it was my dear husband's mother's cabinet, and rest in peace to her. But she gave it to us, and it has all the plates, all the cups, all the silverwares, all everything in it. I've never really did anything to it because I'm still lightweight scared. But yeah, I have one. So I guess I could call my household a Jamaican household. And I have a Dutch pot, so yeah. I definitely have a Jamaican household. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's something a little different from me, but I wanted to tell you a little bit more about my culture because I love my culture. I'm proud of my culture. I'm a proud English Jamaican woman, and I just wanted to let you know. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, I would love you to join my family. And if you are subscribed, thank you for being loyal to me. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.